All right, now welcome back to the return. Now, like you guys were saying, I think they do need to go out and try to find that left tackle, that blind side right there.
Yeah, see,
and
that's
he
the
was getting
thing.
beat
Like,
up.
was he? How was he all year? You know, because I don't.
Joe Thuney, so he's not. That's not his traditional position, and he had to go there because of injury, and he was fine. Like, he was okay, but then I believe it was the left guard. I don't remember his name. He had an awful game in the Super Bowl. And ultimately, I mean, that's one of the biggest pieces why they couldn't get anything moving on offense. I mean, you know how important your left tackle is. You know how important your left guard is.
But it seems like even though the game was heading in the way that it was 17-0, people thought, because this was before halftime, I still felt like, man, that's the Kansas City Chiefs. That's Mahomes, Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Bartholomew Mahomes.
That's not his name.
No, that's not.
I was
his
about
name.
to say, wait a minute.
No, that's not. But you get what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
I'm like, they about to come back
Oh,
or
yeah,
do something
for sure.
But Josh, let me know what you think about this, because I mean, when we were talking about blame earlier, I mean, everybody gets a piece of the blame, of course, but I don't think it's crazy to say Patrick Mahomes deserves the most blame. I mean, when you're looking at it, listen, you're in the GOAT debate, right?
Right.
And I understand that front four was coming at you like crazy, and that's a tough thing to do, but you got to realize Tom Brady was able to do it. And when you're talking about being the GOAT of a quarterback, half of the battle is recognizing the defense, being able to manipulate it. When you see, like Tom Brady would talk about, if I saw a linebacker make a flinch, I knew what they were going into before they
checking.
called
I'm
it.
doing something. I'm throwing
checking,
into the blitz. Yes.
And he was able to manipulate and manufacture anything on offense, regardless of how fast they were getting into him. And I think that's what Patrick Mahomes failed to do in that.
Right. And I don't disagree. The thing that I'm pointing out is they're not watching film. You know, they're not coming in on Monday and going to watch that film. They'll come in and, you know, have these exit meetings and everything, but they're not watching that game.
I mean,
and it's not
they can't help it to watch it. Everybody's playing it over and over again.
Their teammates, their fans will be very critical of them in Kansas City. Like, did you see the Eagles what happened in Philly? Even though that they were tearing their own, we talked about that on previous shows. How you said they were lubing up the street signs.
Yeah,
well,
they couldn't climb the poles.
wish I sent in the video. They took the pole.
Took the pole down.
They just took it down. They was like, oh, you ain't gonna let us climb up it. We took the pole down.
They're celebrating, Josh.
I mean, they rioted.
Yeah.
And I get it. But it's like now the cities need to prepare for a riot. And they need to board up stores and, you know, like, case we win, get insurance, Super Bowl winning insurance for the city, and prepare.
I told you I love Philly. But hold on, Ryan, back to your point that you were saying Patrick Mahomes wasn't able to do something that Brady was able to do. Like, am I wrong? They said no one's ever won 3 back-to-back. Three big
that would
games.
have been amazing.
So Brady hasn't done that.
Nah. No,
you mean as many times?
No, he means
what do you mean?
Directing the team regardless of who's blitzing, who's coming, because he's been in games where the defense was crushing him, but he still won because he saw the blitz coming, and the blitz was coming against Pat.
They weren't really blitzing like that.
Oh, I mean, it was just one-on-one matchups that they were losing.
Yeah.
But overcoming that, Brady is done at his old age.
Yeah.
At his old age against really good guys. And, you know, like, you know, Ryan was saying, he said he would see a guy flinch and be like, he gonna blitz, or he gonna beat my guy.
Yeah.
And he would check out of it or do something different. And at some point, and I get what he's saying, Mahomes had to take over if he's the GOAT.
Yeah.
If he's in that GOAT debate.
Command the offense, command the team. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
He got it paid really good early on before any quarterback, you know. And if he's that guy and he's in that GOAT debate, let's see the GOAT take over.
Yeah.
And that's what guys do in them situations.
And all I'm saying is Patrick Mahomes has gotten blown out in 2 Super Bowls now in the last 5 years. When I say blown out, I mean blown out. You go look at the 3 Super Bowls that Mahomes lost, that Tom Brady lost, I think it's by a combined less than 10 points.
Oh, okay.
And you know one thing else?
That makes a difference.
I can't give him credit of just making it there. Because you know what quarterback in history is not in the GOAT debate? Jim Kelly.
Yes, sir.
He's not in the GOAT debate. And I know you don't know Maria.
I'm like, who?
The Buffalo Bills quarterback. The Buffalo Bills used to make it to the Super Bowl all the time. Lose.
They went to the Super Bowl 4 years in a row and lost all 4.
And lost all the time.
But they went, though, baby.
One of them was to the Washington Redskins, now the Commanders.
This is news to me.
Yes. And Jim Kelly would get there, and they had a mob. Andre Reed, wide receiver, Thurman Thomas a few times, Bruce Smith. I mean, they had a great team, but you never hear the quarterback Like Mahomes is in the GOAT debate. You never hear him talked about it. And he made it 4 times to a Super Bowl, which is so difficult to do because he didn't play against the same 4 teams. Other teams was playing him, and they were still beating our team and making it to the show, which should be heralded. But, man, if you either go all the way or you don't, they remember your name or they don't. Like, you ain't even know who he was, but you know who Tom Brady is.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? You know
different
GOATs.
Era, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, different era, but you know GOATs.
You know GOATs.
If somebody say Michael Jordan, somebody who was born after him would know his name because he's a GOAT. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the difference between legends and GOATs. Like, guys supersede eras.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that I am considered a legend, but it's GOATs out there, right? Like, they stick out in the name of their own, and hopefully one day I'll be, up there in Hall of Fame. But you got guys that supersede that.
Yeah.
Jordan is one of them.
Yeah.
Tom Brady is one of them.
Right.
Like, where somebody who doesn't watch football knows who Tom Brady is. Yeah, the football guy. You get what I'm saying? Like,
the guy was married to a supermodel.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I will say, I feel like the Eagles came, they just were ready to play.
They was
I
ready.
They had a chip on their shoulder, and I don't know if the Chiefs
that why
just
you
thought they
have-
could coast it out because they are the Chiefs.
Do you got
What?
Eagles eyeliner on?
She does.
You got Eagles eyeliner
Y'all
on?
noticed.
That is Eagles
I wore
all
green.
the way.
I wore green for the Eagles. I did.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm
Look
happy
at that.
And I will
But
say,
you chose the Chiefs. I don't get it. I
Jalen
don't get
Hurts,
it.
though,
You
when
lost.
he rolled up
Yeah.
in that purple suit, he was not playing with them.
Nah, he wasn't playing.
You see the
Looking
suit
like
he came to the game in?
I did, but what was even crazier, did you see Patrick Mahomes' suit?
Nah,
he is.
His whole suit was green, Eagles colors. He was being
Really?
he was being
He was
cocky.
playing for the Eagles because it seemed like it.
He's being
out
cocky.
there.
Like, y'all see
It
this
seemed
green?
like he got paid. Somebody paid him off. Now they need to look
Now
into it.
wait a minute. Now hold on. Now I'm looking
Now they
side
need
eye,
to look
right?
into it. Because maybe I ain't gonna start nothing. I ain't even gonna start
Okay,
nothing.
so we gotta go to break, don't we, Ryan? I want to show you a video of somebody talking about the Eagles and the players on the team.
Okay, let's
but
do
we
that
get to that
next.
later. Don't go anywhere, you guys. We'll be right back. Now, Josh, since you brought it up,
Okay.
Ryan, I don't know who we talking about some suits and how good they was looking come to the game.
Mahomes in that Eagles green suit.
So what you think about this video? I'm a girl right here. We kind of questioning who has the finest players on the team.
Okay.
Look at this right here.
Trying to figure out why the whole Eagles team fine. Why is every single face card a 10? I thought it was just Jalen. I thought we was only looking at Jalen for the eye candy. Turns out he made sure his whole team was mugged up. I'm sitting on the sofa with my family trying to enjoy the game, and every single time one of them takes their helmet off, I gotta contain the beast. Who do you think you are having men that look like this on your football team? And you playing for a bunch of men? I think ever since Taylor Swift brought this new audience of women to the Super Bowl, I think we will realize how many women are starting to watch the Super Bowl. Even though women have been watching football forever, all of a sudden everybody fine. All of a sudden everybody look good. Matter of fact, where everybody from? Where?
You gotta clock that T
That was
right
the
there.
first time I saw that one.
But you see what she's saying though? How
I
is
get it.
everybody on the team so fine? And like not just fine, they're like that 90s
We
fine.
was always fine. I'm just saying that. I'm just throwing that out there. It's just
You was
she
fine.
said it on there. She said
when Josh
Taylor
played,
Swift.
everybody wanted Josh. They wanted Braylon. They wanted DeQuell Jackson, Mike Adams,
Look,
Alex Smith.
she said something in a different era because this is a different era. Remember, social media was prominent towards the middle of our career, middle end of
Josh
my
said he want to
career.
do over. He want to play again.
What?
Yeah, he want
I
to play
do.
with social media era. Yeah.
What? I want to score and do a different
I
dance.
can't blame you for that.
You said because the social media had just happened.
Yeah.
Like we didn't have Instagram in the heart of our playing career.
Oh,
Yeah,
man, you-
Josh,
think
I
if
actually
we
want
did.
to. I want to ask you that. Like, when you played, right? Let's just go back to the year 2008.
Mhm.
Did anybody have a podcast? Like, were athletes
No.
hopping on podcasts
No.
at all?
No.
I didn't think
No,
so.
they was just on the radio. Podcast wasn't a thing. They had radio shows. They were
Yeah.
on radios. Like LeVar Arrington was on ESPN. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they had all these radio shows, but no podcasts. We no tell-alls. No. You didn't have that direct
I remember
contact.
I had to tell you to download either Twitter or
Both of them.
Yeah. I was like, what is
Maria
this
got
stuff?
me on Twitter, and I got on that late, and I got on Instagram late. I'm like,
You
man,
would've
ain't nobody
killed-
think
you
about
know your highlights
Instagram.
would've
They
been
on
going
Twitter.
Crazy. You